Dang it, nothing's worked. Better use that thing that always works.
Stop it.
No.
Stop it.
No.
Stop it. That's it. Stopping it myself.
Hello there everybody, and welcome to Staring At for Dragon Ball Super episodes 109 and 110, the ones where Goku Christ died for your sins. When I heard that they were skipping a week and we were going to get a double feature and that it would involve Jiren, I honestly thought they were bringing the arc to a close, as ridiculous as that sounds when less than half the tournament time has passed and a whole bunch of warriors remain. Now that I've seen it, I kinda feel like they blew their load too early instead. Goku v Jiren was kinda billed as the big fight of the arc, where in a normal tournament arc, they would not fight until the final match. Imagine if in Hero Macadamia that the Great Deku Tree fought against Lord Explosion Face on the first round of Sports Day. It would have completely ruined the rest of that arc, and would have completely dampened the rest of the fights that we did get, as well as potentially ruining the rivalry that continues even into the final exams arc. Jiren v Goku feels like exactly that. They showed up on Sports Day and met before the first brackets were really even done. Who's going to care what Ribrienne is doing with Vegeta, or who Frieza is murdering, or whatever happened to Magical Girl Yamcha? Nobody cares because the main prize fight has already happened, but with no real build-up between the two characters. I am by no means saying that the fight is bad, totally the opposite, but from the storytelling point of view, it's just meaningless noise. Goku and Jiren are, at their core, power levels in uniform, only focused on punching the biggest dudes they can find with the biggest fist they can make. That's not inherently a bad thing when done right, but Dragon Ball squanders it just a little. Yes, we've seen Jiren KO some dude here and there, but I don't even remember what his voice sounds like. The dude talks so little, and he says so little of meaning that his voice just kind of turns into white noise. It's kind of ridiculous. Honestly, this fight should have happened much later in the arc, and Jiren should have been a lot more active throughout the tournament. I don't think we've actually seen Jiren fight, except for when someone hits him first. And if this fight is put on hold to be concluded some other time, then what was the fucking point? To top it off, the flagrant rule breaking continues. Once again, the rules state that no outside weapons, help, or items, or even attacks are allowed in the Tournament of Power. Twice this is broken in one episode. First, when Ribrienne is fighting Goku, her God of Destruction and the other Maguka raise a magic vibrator that feeds love into Ribrienne and allows her to grow wings and use a magic bow. The Universe 2 God of Destruction should have been erased on the spot, but I guess Zeno's just kind of forgotten the rules, because we don't even get a cut of him saying, "Nah, it's fine though, it looked neat." Second, of course, is the Spirit Bomb, which takes energy from the Universe 7 members that are outside the arena, and it's directly used in an attack. It's basically a roundabout way of doing exactly what Frost tried to do when he was ringed out, yet Krillin, Tien, and Roshi all still exist. This sort of inconsistency just kind of pisses me off. There is something to be said about the fight though. It was a real spectacle, and it's easy to see where the money went. Goku going through all his forms one by one, showing us where Jiren even becomes able to perceive his power as anything more than just an annoying gnat. Seeing them fight and it being very obvious that Goku can't land a hit on Jiren, and Jiren can't not land a hit on Goku. Watching the script get flipped on Goku, where he gets his wish for a super strong opponent and then gets his ass whooped basically immediately, is rather cathartic, especially when we hear the same "at-at-at-at-at-at" played when Goku is getting punched, instead of when he's punching. Eventually, Goku decides to use the Spirit Bomb, because it always works. Every time, and has never once whiffed. At all. I honestly feel like even the people in the Dragon World forget just how many times the Spirit Bomb has just flat out failed. Not to mention the fact that Goku just has to stand there and do nothing while he gathers energy. At the very least, Vegeta realizes that the Spirit Bomb is basically useless, and is the only person from Universe 7 not to donate energy to it. And honestly, he's right. The last people that should be donating energy are those that have to fight through everyone that's not Jiren. The only exception I'd say would be the androids, but they have infinite ki. And hey, what do you know? The Spirit Bomb is useless. So useless, in fact, that Jiren can push it back towards Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken times 20 Goku with a stern look. It looks so stern that we spend what feels like an eternity just watching a big blue ball bounce between Goku and Jiren, And it's not until just over 6 minutes into episode 110 that we actually get anything interesting happening again. It turns out that compressing a massive ball of pure ki for over 10 minutes is not a good idea, and then collapses in on itself, consuming Goku. Oh no, Goku is dead, whatever will we do? Time for Zeno to tap his picture really slowly, and he's back. He's just back. I honestly do not understand what Toei was trying to do here with this Goku death fakeout. Goku dies so often that next time King Yama stamps his card, he gets a free calzone. All it really seemed to do was waste time that could have been spent on a kick-ass fight. Goku returns with silver eyes and wreathed in energy that resembles a spirit bomb, and BAM! He's too fast to see and keeping up with Jiren. So, I want to make this absolutely clear. From a storytelling perspective, I hate this. It's a literal Deus Ex Machina. Something Plagueis Grice would call a Toriyama handjob, and that's because it is. Goku needed power, so he got power. End of story. But I will also say that, from an action perspective, it's an extremely kick-ass battle, with two of them seeming to finally be on an even playing field, and Goku even managing to mark Jiren's face. A big brass rendition of the OP playing as Goku figures out his new limits, but eventually, right before the proper climax of the fight, Jiren wasn't at his full power, and shuts Goku down with one ki blast. Are you fucking kidding me? Just a few minutes ago, Whis and the Grand Priest told us about this form, Ultra Instincts, and how it's a form so strong that gods rarely, if ever, manage to even approach it. And yet, Jiren's dick is so big that he can just turn it off in one blast? You can't have it both ways, and all it does is take a fight that should have been happening at the absolute end of the tournament and completely blue-balling everyone at the end. The ending was so bad that we even had to end it with Frieza kidnapping Goku and acting like he was gonna kill him, when we know that if Frieza does, he'll be erased. Oh boy, what an amazing cliffhanger. Now, all this might sound like I hate these episodes, and I kind of do, but because of the parts that happened between the dumb shit, like Goku fighting Ribrianne, both the Goku and Jiren fights, Ribrianne acting all tsundere towards Jiren, Vegeta stopping her shooting Goku in the back, these episodes are just so chock full of cool shit that just does not add up to an inherently amazing episode solely because the bits connecting them completely kill the momentum and bring it to a dead halt. I really, really want to say that this episode, this pair of episodes even, was the best so far, but it really, really wasn't. It just took every issue that people have had with Dragon Ball Super, going all the way back to the first episodes of the new series, and turning them up to 11. All we have is a boring villain that is just a power level in spandex. And they took the fight that should have been capping off the arc, and did it when we're less than halfway through. Like, I want to see where this goes. I want to see where Frieza's arc goes, where Goku winds up with this new power, if Vegeta's gonna catch up, because hey, Vegeta has to catch up because he's even more of a main character now than he was before, because he's the only Saiyan that has a personality. I want to know what is happening. But instead, all we have is just dumb, bright, shiny lights. And yes, the shiny lights are really, really nice to look at, but I want to know who is moving the shiny lights, and I want to be able to have a connection to them. I want to know why Jiren is the way he is, and why he's not the God of Destruction if he is canonically stronger than the Gods of Destruction. I want to know what his deal is, but we're never going to see it, because Jiren is not a person, he is a power level. Anyway, everybody, that's been staring at for this double feature, and I really don't know. Like, if I were to give numbers to these things, I would probably say a 5 out of 10. It's not the worst thing ever, but it's not good either. All of the good is kind of weighed out by the bad, which is a frustrating middle ground to be in, and I know. Anyway, let me know what you think of this episode down there in the comments. Let me know if you completely disagree with me and you're like, no, it's this, and this. You missed these things, and this makes the episode good because it explains shit. Or if you agree with me, what was your favorite episode of Dragon Ball, just in general, going all the way back to the original Dragon Ball or Super? What was your favorite episode and why? Bonus points if it's a seemingly arc-ending one like this. And everybody, as always, my name is Nozvik. Thank you all for watching. Remember to like, comment, favorite, subscribe, and hey, why don't you share it on the social medias or chuck a dollar in the Patreon bucket if you wanna help me get word out and help me keep the lights on. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next video, but most importantly of all, I'll see you around the room.